Hello lovelies, Jackie at Aerial Bliss Fitness here today with a beginner's yin yoga class. We're going to do 3-minute holds for most of the poses. So to get started, find yourself a comfortable seated position. We'll close the eyes, rest the hands. And we'll just take a few minutes to check in with ourselves. See how the body is feeling, how the mind is doing. Try just to observe here, not to judge what you're feeling. All right, let's take one big deep breath and let it out. All right, if your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them back up. And let's start out with butterfly. So we're bringing the soles of our feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Soles of feet, knees opening out toward the sides, toward the floor, and then fold forward. We're going to hold this for 3 minutes. As you sit here, notice where you're feeling the sensation the most. And as time goes on, see if that sensation dissipates and maybe you can fold a little further into your butterfly. Can you sink a little deeper? Have the sensations that you're feeling changed at all or moved? We've got about 1 minute to go. Let's walk our hands back in, bringing our torso upright. Bring the knees together and we'll windshield wiper them from side to side. All right, from here, let's Send the legs out wide, nice big straddle. We're going to start by folding over the right leg. So let's turn our torso to face the right. Fold forward over that right leg. Just rest your hands on the floor on either side of it. Or maybe hold on to your toes. Wherever you're at is fine. Imagine your breath going into the sensational areas, kind of sweeping, washing some of that sensation out with your exhale. One more breath here. Let's walk our hands in toward our middle, bringing our torso upright. We're going to rotate, turning our body toward our left leg, folding over it, and then we'll hold this side for 3 minutes. Notice any differences from one side to the other. Where do you feel the sensation here? There's a lot of time in our yin practice to turn inward and focus on what we're feeling, focus on our breathing. One more big breath here. Let's walk our hands in toward the middle, bringing the torso upright. This time we're going to fold straight up the center, keeping those feet towards the ceiling. See if you can lay your torso on the floor. If you can, you've got me beat. We're about halfway there. See if you can sink a little deeper into the pose. Okay, let's press our hands into the floor, walk them in to bring our torso upright. Let's bend those knees, bring the feet together, and we'll windshield wiper again. From here, let's make our way to child's pose. So knees bent, hips on the heels, and then fold forward, either knees apart or knees together, whatever your child's pose preference. We're only going to hold this one for a minute. Right. If they're not already, let's reach the arms forward, lift the hips, bring the shoulders over the elbows, and then slide the hips back to come into Sphinx pose. So really try to elongate through the spine here. Palms down, fingers can be spread wide. Tops of the feet pressing into the floor. Notice where you're feeling it. Make sure it's not pain. If it's ever pain, we can come on out of a pose or lessen the pose. We're about halfway through our Sphinx at this point. One more big breath here. All right, last release. We're going to take our hands next to our rib cage, press up and back into child's pose. Again, take child's pose of choice, extended or arms tucked behind, knees together or knees wide. A few more breaths here. From our child's pose, let's press our hands into the mat, bringing our torso upright. Sit to one side, extend those legs long. We are going to go into half shoelace or full shoelace if you prefer. So let's start. We'll take our right leg, bend it, foot flat on the floor, and we're going to cross it over and bring our right ankle to our left hip. So option to stay here with your legs, or to shift your weight to the left and also bend that left leg and put the left heel next to the right hip. All right, and you can just let your arms relax or choose to do a position with them. Maybe reverse prayer arms. Completely up to you with the arms. got about 3 or 4 breaths left to go. If you chose a non-resting position for your arms, let's release that first. Then, if you picked full shoelace, let's shift our weight to the left. Extend that left leg long. Extend the right leg long. Bend our knees and just windshield wiper it out for a moment. All right, extending them long again. Let's start by taking our left heel over to our right hip. Option to stay here in half shoelace, or to also bend that right leg, bringing our right heel to the left hip, trying to stack our knees on top of each other. And just relax into whatever sensation you feel, as long as that sensation is not pain. Remember, if this is too intense, you can always straighten that bottom leg, go to half shoelace. We're about halfway there on this side. Just a few more breaths here. All right, if you're in full shoelace, let's shift our weight over to the right. Extend that right leg on the bottom. Uncross the left leg. Bend both knees. Windshield wiper it out. And then we're going to take it down onto our backs. All right, let's tuck our knees into our chest. Give yourself a little hug. We're going to take our knees towards our armpits, feet up toward the sky for happy baby. Option to hold on behind the thighs or reach up and grab your feet. You can even gently rock your happy baby if you choose to do so. Just help you settle in. And then let's find a place of stillness in our baby if we haven't already. let's release. Bring the knees into the chest. We'll let our feet fall to the floor. We're gonna go into some twists here. Let's bring the arms either straight out into a big T or cactus the arms. And we'll drop both of our knees over to the right as we take our gaze to the left. Relax into this beautiful twist. Notice what you feel and where you're feeling it. On your next inhale, let's bring our gaze and knees back to the ceiling. Right? And then on our exhale, let's take our knees over to the left and our gaze to the right. Is this side different from the first? How so? Notice any feelings that arise, whether physical or mental. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, let's bring our gaze and our knees back toward the ceiling. Release the arms down by your sides. Extend the legs as we head into Shavasana. Take any little movements to make yourself comfortable. Let your body just relax into the floor. Maybe walk your shoulder blades down your back a little. Let the feet splay open or droop inward, however they prefer. Palms up. Release any tension from your forehead, your neck, your collarbones. And let the belly be loose. Take this time to just be. All right, I invite you to make your next breath a little deeper and let it out with a big sigh. Bring some movement back to your body. Wiggle those fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Take any movement your body is calling for here. And when you're ready, let's bend the knees, placing the feet flat on the floor. We'll take a few breaths here. Let's roll to one side, pausing here. very slowly, let's press into the floor and make our way back to seated. Let's take our hands out to the side, palms up. We're going to scoop up all the positive thoughts, vibes, energy we created today and bring it into our heart center. Let's do it one more time. Into the heart. All right. I wish you a life filled with peace, love, and unity. Thank you. All right, thanks for joining me today. If you liked this sequence, I'd really appreciate if you could like my channel and subscribe. See you next time.